It's you, your name. And like I told you, Steve, when I called you, I didn't want to call you. I mean, I was embarrassed. I was hurt.
What I do understand, though, see, this jailhouse conversation you had was last year in October 2022.
So, Steve Harvey has gone all out to call out Shirley Strawberry for some pretty harsh comments she made about him and his wife Marjorie. It's safe to say Shirley might be in some hot water at her job after this. You see, Steve and Marjorie have been dealing with a rough patch in their relationship lately, and Shirley's remarks didn't do them any favors. Things got so heated that Marjorie even took to social media to give Shirley a piece of her mind. It seems like Steve might be cooking up some revenge, and Shirley better watch her back. And if you thought you'd heard the last of the Steve Harvey and Marjorie drama, think again, because things just took an unexpected twist. So, what exactly did Shirley spill about Steve and Marjorie? And did Shirley just spill the beans on Marjorie's not-so-nice side? Hold on to your hats, folks, because this revelation is going to blow your mind.
Those that he has. So now, with all this going on around us right now, what I do understand, though, see, this jailhouse conversation you had.
In case you haven't caught up with all the recent drama, here's the scoop. Steve's friend and employee, Shirley Strawberry, recently found herself in the midst of controversy. She made some comments about Steve and Marjorie that seemed to confirm some of the rumors floating around about Marjorie's not-so-friendly side. But what adds an extra layer of intrigue to this situation is that Shirley got herself exposed while trying to defend her husband, Ernesto Williams. Now, if you missed the drama surrounding Shirley, let me fill you in. She's been in quite a mess for the past couple of months, all because her husband faced some pretty serious charges last year. These charges were no joke, ranging from fraud to even more disturbing ones like possession of child pornography. Shirley faced heavy criticism on social media, especially since it appeared that she was standing by her husband through thick and thin. Ernesto's charges were so severe that they raised eyebrows everywhere. But here's where it gets wild. Shirley not only showed her support, but sources even revealed that she pleaded with Ernesto to flee the country with her. Her plan? To hide out at Steve's house in Dubai. You can imagine the backlash Steve received for allegedly helping a fugitive evade justice. This whole situation is one hot mess, and it's not over yet. So, what exactly did Shirley say about Steve and Marjorie? Hang tight, because this revelation is about to take a jaw-dropping turn. The situation took a nosedive into even messier territory for both Steve and Shirley. Brace yourself, because if you thought things were bad, they just got a whole lot worse. Leaked tapes and audio have surfaced where Shirley is caught in conversation with her husband in prison, and let's just say, it's not a good look. Let's backtrack a bit. When Ernesto first faced arrest last year, Steve generously opened his home to Shirley, offering her a place to stay since her living situation was in shambles. Her car was confiscated, and things were chaotic. Now, here's where it gets dicey. Shirley had quite a lot to say to Ernesto about her new living arrangement at Steve's place. But what makes this mess even messier is the timing of this leak. It's incredibly unfortunate for both Steve and Marjorie. If you've been following the Harvey family drama, you might be aware of the rumors about Marjorie allegedly cheating on Steve with his bodyguard. There's also talk among fans suggesting that Marjorie might be in the relationship for financial gain, painting her with a rather shady brush. People speculate that she calls the shots in the family and controls everything. Now, Shirley's leaked audio recording seems to fuel these speculations. So what exactly did Shirley spill about Steve and Marjorie that got everyone riled up? Well, even though Steve graciously allowed Shirley to stay with him and Marjorie, Shirley didn't exactly express gratitude for the help. In the leaked call with Ernesto, she even poked fun at Steve for being out of shape, claiming that he was panting after just climbing a flight of stairs. Yep, it's gotten that messy. Making fun of someone who provided shelter in desperate times is, to put it plainly, pretty nasty business. But Shirley didn't stop at that. She had a few words to say about Marjorie as well. Shirley alleged that Marjorie actively avoided bumping into her, giving her the distinct impression that Marjorie didn't exactly welcome her to stay. But there's more. Shirley claimed that when she did eventually encounter Marjorie, she was treated as if she was part of the household staff. Yep, it's safe to say that this revelation has taken the drama to a whole new level.
Going up the stairs at your home, and Marjorie looks at us as the help.
Shirley portrayed Marjorie as a pampered and snobbish housewife who viewed Shirley with disdain and treated her poorly. As I mentioned, Marjorie was already facing accusations of being unkind, so Shirley's confirmation only made matters worse. Of course, this led to Marjorie facing even more criticism, and the situation escalated to the point where Steve felt compelled to address it on his show, The Steve Harvey Show. It was evident that Steve has a deep affection for Marjorie, and he doesn't shy away from expressing it. In a recent episode of the show, Steve and Shirley finally tackled all the controversial topics and drama that had been circulating in their lives, setting the record straight. Shirley began by discussing her situation with Ernesto, and it seems it's not as dire as initially thought. She revealed that she's no longer standing by his side. Those letters she wrote to the judge were penned last year when she was unaware of the full extent of Ernesto's crimes, which primarily involved fraud at the time. That's why she was resolute about supporting him. However, now that she's aware of the true nature of his actions, she's filed for divorce and is cutting ties with him. Some fans have pointed out the irony in Shirley, who is known for providing relationship advice to other women, finding herself in a similar situation. Fortunately, it seems she has come to her sense and is making a wise decision. However, her efforts didn't stop there. She finally addressed her comments about Marjorie. Shirley didn't attempt to deny her words. Some phone calls from last year between her and Ernesto were leaked, and on those calls she made statements like, "You were winded going up the stairs at your home," and Marjorie looks at us as the help. She publicly apologized to both Steve and Marjorie for what she said. She acknowledged that she couldn't take her words back and expressed remorse. She clarified that her intention wasn't to add to the challenges Steve and Marjorie were already facing in their lives.
And right here and now, I want to apologize to you and Marjorie for what I said. As much as I wish I could, I can't take it back. I can't. I said it, and...
However, some fans believe that Shirley's apology was prompted more by getting caught than by genuine remorse. They speculate that she might still hold the belief that Marjorie mistreated her, but had to apologize because Steve is her boss and wouldn't tolerate such behavior. Additionally, some fans felt that Shirley didn't fully take responsibility for her actions, and she partly blamed blogs and fans for amplifying the story. Nevertheless, the release of those audio tapes made her apology necessary. Steve finally had the opportunity to voice his thoughts, and as many anticipated, he was visibly furious with Shirley. This reaction shouldn't come as a shock because Steve holds a deep and unwavering devotion to his beloved wife, Marjorie. When anyone criticizes or speaks ill of her, he takes it extremely seriously and feels compelled to stand up for her honor. In this instance, Shirley's comments didn't just exacerbate an already complicated situation, they also triggered a substantial wave of criticism directed at her. Steve's on-air response was a testament to his determination to protect Marjorie's reputation and confront the controversy head-on.
So this tape that was made in October 2022 gets released right on the heels of all of this to just pile on some more. And I guess you say, it was recorded because, when everybody get that phone call, who ain't had that phone call?
Many people initially thought that Steve might fire Shirley for betraying his trust, especially since he publicly criticized her. While things have been intense between them, insiders reveal that Shirley still has her job with Steve, at least for now. Opinions on the matter are divided. Some believe that what Shirley said was hurtful, but others think that if Marjorie made her feel like the help, that's her perspective. Some appreciate that Steve showed loyalty to his employee and allowed her to address the situation publicly, as another employer might have fired her immediately when the controversy emerged. In the end, some feel that Shirley's comments about Steve and Marjorie were relatively mild compared to what she could have said. It's undoubtedly a challenging situation for her, and they send prayers for her healing. What are your thoughts on this? Do you believe Steve was right to stand up for Marjorie and make Shirley publicly apologize? Or do you have a different perspective? Feel free to share your opinions and comments below, and don't forget to check out our next video.